Hello? Hello? I'm in a meeting. Meetings. Meetings. The great killer of time. As a business owner, meetings are going to finish you, right? And there are just so many meetings. You have meetings with employees, you have meetings with business partners, you will likely have meetings with your bank if you're considering, getting some kind of loan. You have meetings with your suppliers, very important, meetings with your distributors, meetings with stakeholders, meetings with the community, meetings, right? Now, meetings are such an important part of organizing a business that many of us take it for granted. Why? Do you know that being able to run a meeting is a skill that if you knew how to do it, you would be much more productive, you save so much time. And this is not just a guess. Several studies have been done, right? On the average, more than 60% of meetings are classified as unproductive, wasteful, and unproductive. So, what it means is that adults like you and I sit in a meeting for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, have very serious conversations. Sometimes we debate and shout. At the end of the day, what was achieved? Zero. So more than half of meetings that happen, business meetings that happen, lead to nothing. They are unproductive, they don't yield anything, right? What is even worse is that these same studies have shown that you will spend at least 30% of your time in your business in meetings. And if yours is anything like mine, right? Even though I run a small consulting outfit, either you're having meetings with clients, meetings are everywhere. So the thing is that we take meetings for granted so much that we don't realize how much of our time, how much of our productivity it's eating into. But if you want to see how meetings actually work, look at very structured organizations. In this case, I'll use the military as an example, any arm of the military. The military is one institution that has that totally understands how important meetings are for moving things forward. Many times business owners are like, I want to structure my business, I want to organize my business. Meetings are a core. Meetings sit at the core of how your organization is structured. Because when you think about it, many times it is through meetings that people know what is happening in the organization. So it is a platform for communication. Many times it is through meetings that you get ideas to solve particular problems. It could be a sales problem, it could be an operational problem, it could be a customer service problem. So meetings are important platforms for solving problems. If you also notice, it is in meetings that you cut deals with either investors or clients or customers. So meetings are important for making sales and earning revenue for the company. Many times too, there are problems you want to solve that you only have to call a meeting to solve it, right? But what goes on here is that many meetings are very poorly run, and there are almost a dozen telltale signs of bad meetings. If you see any of these signs in a meeting, you know that something is going off. One of it is that you find out that in meetings, there are people who talk more than other people. So what it means is if we have a meeting of 7 people and we're supposed to solve a problem, but you allow 4 people to just sit and listen and they don't contribute, but only 2 or 3 people are contributing, that meeting is supposed to be running on 7 cylinders. That meeting is supposed to depend on the productivity, on the brilliance, on the innovation of 7 people, but only 3 people are contributing. That is a poorly facilitated meeting, right? Many times you have a meeting, things are discussed, but it's not clear at the end of the meeting. Have you ever been in a meeting where after 30 minutes or 1 hour, the meeting is over, but you cannot really articulate to yourself what did this meeting achieve? We don't know exactly what this meeting achieved. What is even worse is what is the next step? So after this meeting, what next? You just wasted 1 hour of productive business time discussing and debating things, but there's no follow through. So one thing you notice in many businesses is that almost every other meeting, you are discussing and still debating the same items because they're unresolved. Anytime you show up for a meeting, these things are unresolved because there's no follow through, right? So being able to organize, plan, and facilitate a meeting is a skill that we take for granted. Yes, I know we're interested in how to make more sales, how to get more profits, how to raise money, how to all these things we're talking about. But there are key fundamentals that if you get, it doesn't matter the kind of business you're running right now. If you are able to build the skill of being able to run productive meetings, guess what it does for you? Until the end of your life, that is a skill that you will find very, very useful. Because while you're in a meeting, you're already thinking about the end. At the end of this meeting, what do I want to achieve? And while you're in the middle of that meeting, you are making all of it happen. You've thought about the end and you are using the mechanics of a meeting to achieve that end. So I thought for a long time about making a video on this topic because meetings are not a sexy topic. I know if I talk about how to make more sales, how to double or triple your sales, everybody's ears go up. How to increase your profit, everybody's ears go up. But when you hear meetings, people are, anybody can have a meeting. And that's the problem. Everybody thinks they can handle a meeting. That is why more than half of meetings are unproductive. So this is something that you and I are taking for granted. And I think it's about time. If you want to run a much more effective and efficient business, if you are that thing about structure you keep talking about, meetings are a huge platform that many businesses are wasting because the meetings are unproductive. As a result, you tend to notice a lot of problems in the business that are closely related to your ineffective meetings. Look at company culture, for example. In many small businesses, you either have toxic cultures or cultures that are falling apart or have fallen apart. If you look at meetings, meetings provide a platform for you to bond with the people that work with you, for you to bond with your employees and co-workers, right? Meetings provide that platform. Unfortunately, many times these meetings happen and the bonding doesn't happen. People feel like strangers in a company where they spend more than 7 to 8 hours of their life every day. Meanwhile, if the meetings are properly run, you will notice that the meetings will contribute to your culture. Meetings also have a hold on effectiveness. Because when people attend meetings and they don't know what the meeting is for and what the meeting has achieved, and anytime you call a meeting, people see it as a waste of time, it will affect the effectiveness of your organization. So this small thing, this thing we take for granted called meetings, it affects several different critical areas. You're having problems with your sales. You cannot crack your sales problem. Your sales have stagnated or they have slumped. Meetings are a platform where you can bring the right minds together to solve the problem. But usually, what do some people do? We end up inviting people who should not be in a meeting. So at the end of the day, the meeting just becomes more or less like a crowd, or it turns out to be one of those platforms where you give your speeches, where people listen to you, where people watch you talk to them and they don't talk back. It becomes a platform for your dictatorial expression. So if you can fix something as small as meetings in many businesses, you will notice that several things will improve. Your ability to solve problems in the company will improve. The culture of the organization and how people relate with each other will improve. The operational effectiveness of your business will improve. Your ability to make decisions quickly and effectively will improve. Meetings are one of those things that we overlook and underrate that affect several different things. Why? Anybody can have a meeting. You're having meetings on WhatsApp meetings on Zoom. People call you, everybody is having a meeting. And at the end of the day, nothing is getting done. So what I did is I had to pinch myself to create something on this topic because this is something I had to learn the hard way. And of course, by benefit of experience, working in corporate, right? In several different organizations as a consultant, right? You tend to learn a lot about how these big companies are able to structure and plan their meetings and use it as a tool for competitive advantage, for growth, and for effectiveness. This is something many small and mid-sized businesses do not know and are taking for granted because everybody now has a meeting room and a conference room. Any small thing, let's have a meeting. And the meetings are not achieving anything. So if you can take out the time, this happens to be one of the most compact courses I've ever released. It's just 4 lessons. My typical lessons are 5, 6, 7, 8 lessons. This is just 4 lessons. If you can bring out the time to learn this lesson on how to run effective meetings, this is a skill you will carry, like I said before, you will carry until the end of your life. Because whether you are running a business, you are running a residential estate meeting, you are running a family meeting, you are running a meeting in church, in the mosque, wherever, this is a skill that will never leave you, that will turn out to be very helpful and very effective. So if you're a member of my BMG community, that course is now live. How to plan, organize, and run effective meetings. If you're in the BMG and you are a level 2 member upwards, you can access the learning platform and take that course. If this is the first time you're hearing about the BMG or you have no idea what the BMG is about, the BMG is an exclusive community of entrepreneurs and business owners that I support. Yes, I teach interesting and sexy topics like sales, profits, strategy, how to win your competition, but also focus on the things that matter, the things that actually build up a business. Things like meetings, right? Things like goal setting, all those things. So if you want to become a much more rounded entrepreneur, belonging to the BMG community is very important for you. There are 4 levels in the BMG community. Level 1 is free. It's a free Telegram group. There are a lot of things I share there that I never share on social media. So if you're somebody who likes my content and you want to learn more, belonging to that free group, it doesn't cost you anything. You're going to gain a whole lot more. That's level 1. Level 2 is my online business school. That is where I have all of my exclusive and detailed and comprehensive training courses. It's inside of the online business school. The online business school is called the BMG Academy. That's level 2. Level 3 is BMG Consult. So if you want a one-on-one engagement with me, you want to discuss something confidential, private about your business, how to start the business, how to grow the business, how to organize the business, you're going through troubles in your business, BMG Consult is a service for you where we go one-on-one, and then I'm able to understand and support your needs. Then there's level 4, which is the BMG Premium. That is my elite service. And right now, all seats are taken on that service. It's not always available because it's designed to only take care of a couple of clients in a year, right? So there's something for everybody. Level 1 is free. It doesn't cost you anything. Level 2 is the online business school. You can join it and take this course on effective business meetings, how to organize and run effective business meetings. Level 3 is consult. Level 4 is premium. So until my very next special video, it's very likely you've had a meeting today or you're going to have a meeting later today, right? Meetings are an essential part. There's a reason why meetings feature heavily in a business, because meetings are a tool for achieving several things. But unfortunately, many people abuse meetings. Many people don't understand the value of meetings, and many people don't take advantage of the opportunities that meetings present to help us become a better organized, a much more structured, much more effective business. So until my next video, I'm in a meeting. Bye.